Hello neighbors, welcome back to the channel. It's time to address the big elephant in the room for some of us, which is the singing of the music. So the singing and the picking go together. So if you're not working on your singing and you don't think you're a singer, it's gonna possibly be a very good video for you. All right, let's talk about what holds people back from singing. All right, frankly speaking, a lot of times it is trauma. Like trauma formed from childhood. Maybe somebody told you couldn't sing and you believed them, or maybe you weren't a good singer back then and just shut you all the way down. But the thing is that everybody has a voice that can speak. And so if you can speak, then you can sing. And it's important as a mandolin picker to be working on that. So first thing you gotta do is figure out where you can sing. You might just start by finding a couple of good notes. Your old Mary Had a Little Lamb. Where is that going to be? Mary had a little lamb. Maybe a little bit of a lower voice, Maybe you got it. Mary had a little lamb. Maybe kind of the middle there. Maybe if you're a lady, you might have a little higher. Mary had a little Mary. Maybe up here. Mary had a little lamb. You got to figure out where that is comfortable. And that is going to determine what key you're singing these songs in. And you got to be able to play the simple stuff and sing the simple stuff before the harder stuff is gonna, come more easily. So I suggest starting out with "You Merry Little Lambs," your "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," just to see if you can match your pitch with your key. You got to find out what your key is, and then go from there. And then start with stuff like, "Takes a worried man to sing a worried song." That's a good one because it's a simple melody. And it all exists within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes. So if you're in G, it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It's the exact same as "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." Okay, so maybe that's too high or too low. So you gotta find your key. Takes a worried man, maybe you're down here, sing a worried song. It takes a worried man, that's the key C, sing a worried song. But maybe you're up here, takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. So this video is in support of the monthly Noy Mountain Music Workshop through Zoom. It's going to be May 25th. That's a Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, we're going to be bridging the gap between the playing and the singing and how they can grow together. All right. So one other thing is that some folks think they can't sing high. And maybe you don't have good control high, but almost everybody can sing high. You got to kind of trick yourself into figuring it out though sometimes. So if I was going to say to you, hey, make us sound like a hootie hoo owl, go hootie hoo, hootie hoo. That's naturally flipping you up into your high range. Ooh, that's a high note. Ooh, that's a high note. Maybe I talk down here, and guess what? All of these notes that I'm talking with my voice, they are actually notes. All the words that you can't say a word. You can't say a word without saying a note. Isn't that true? So we're actually singing all the time. Some people speak in a very monotone voice. They might have 2 notes. They say, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? I am good, thank you." But some people are a little bit more melodious with their voice. They might go up and down, say, "Hey, how are you? How's your mom and them? Have you been to the golf course lately?" That's a little melody because that's a note right there. So we're singing all the time. So that's important to realize, okay? So we need to address the fear. You got to push through the fear because if you don't learn to sing, it is going to hold you back. I'm going to say that again. If you don't learn to sing even a little bit, it is going to hold you back because ultimately being able to understand how pitch works from the inside to the outside is the whole ball game. You got to be able to hear and figure out where that is. bridging that gap between what you can hear and what you can hum and what you can sing and what you can play is the name of the game. All right? So maybe you're already there. You're like, yeah, I can sing a little bit. Well, let's talk about how you can sing a little bit more and cross-train with your mandolin. What about that? All right, so you're playing your scales. You can sing along. May, 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 may. Do your may, me, my, mo moves. Me, 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 me. Just a couple little quick things. You always want to breathe from your belly, not up here. Oh my gosh, that fills up too much of the space in your upper chest. That's not good for the support. So you breathe all that out. Breathe in like a Buddha, like a baby. And stop before your upper chest expands. You don't want to do this shallow breath. You don't want that. You want the deep belly breath. Get rid of all that air. And stop before it fills up this part. That's going to be good. And then it's good to over-exaggerate your singing and sing a little operatic. But before we do, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little bell there from the notifications. You'll get all the good stuff from Noya Mountain Music. Thank you. And please consider becoming a patron on patreon.com/Noya Mountain Music. Maybe you're a lady. Maybe you don't may that low. Maybe you may up here. May. You know, so you can still do your operatic exaggeration in the high register. It's all good. And then you can flip into your falsetto. Hoo-hoo! If you can do that and then match that pitch. Figure out what that note is, then play with it. Do chromatic stuff. You can do your arpeggios. May. You can do your skipper scale. Me. Coming out with your my's. Take it off to A. You can do your folded scale. Etc. all the way through. And if you want some personal one-on-one coaching, I'd be glad to help you. Go to noyamountainmusic.com, get into the site, do book online in the menu, and we can, have a little Zoom sesh, and I can help you start to open up to your singing this way, okay? And you got to have Coming Around the Mountain, but you just got to figure out what key's good for you, She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Is it G? Is it A? She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Maybe it's C. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. And so that may be really easy for a lot of y'all. But some people, I might be hey, sing me Little Mary Had a Little Lamb in the key of G. And they'll be like, okay. They'll be like, I don't know what to do. Like, okay, strum your 2-finger G chord. Now see if you can just hum it. And they'll be like, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. So they kind of know the shape, but it's like completely off the pitch, which is okay. We got to start somewhere. Mary had a little... A lot of times I don't even try. So then I'll be like, okay, here it is. Mary had, and they'll be like, Mary had, because they'll know it's higher, but they still won't be putting their heart into it, And then I'll be like, it's a little higher, but like, Mary had, they'll be like, Mary had. I'm like, no, you gotta put everything into it, Mary, and they go, Mary, and they'll get into it, and they'll put their whole heart into it, and that's what you gotta do, The music's not just being like, here, let me just hand it to you. You gotta work for it, especially if it's not a natural thing. If this is a growth plays, if you have trauma with it, you got to push through that fear to get to the gold. The cave that you're scared to go in, the singing cave, has the gold that you want. The treasure you seek is in the cave you're scared to go in. All right? So the picking and the singing goes together. And it's going to be really important for your jam sessions if you have 3 songs in your back pocket that you can call at any time. I suggest Blue Ridge Cabin Home, the Worried Man Blues, and then one of the gospel tunes, All Fly Away, All I Saw the Light, or will the circle be unbroken? They fly in any jam session. It doesn't matter if you are a lady or a man. You can tell them what key you like to do it in, and if they give you any trouble, just say, come on, buck up, buttercup, get your capo out. And if you, can't play the mandolin in B flat, get your capo out. And if you can't play the mandolin in B flat, then learn to play in B flat. It'd be a good thing. But you got to learn how to sing. All right, it's the key to everything. You got to be able to hear it. You got to be able to sing it. Of course, yeah, there are some, mandolin players that can play great that maybe can't sing that well, but there's not a whole lot of them. Like most of the good ones can play and sing, and that's how they got that good, by synthesizing those two skills. All right, so start with the easy stuff. You can do your scales and your cross training. May, 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 may. Do your scales, may, 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 me, 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 and then tag it with an arpeggio. May, 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 may. Take it to A. May, 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 may. Maybe reach up and get that major third. Be like, Christopher, that's a high note for me. Well, can you go like this? Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! If you can do that, hoo! That's going to be a high note. You just got to kind of trick yourself into realizing that your hooty-hoo is your high register. And then you can figure out where that breaks. There's just so much to it. But this is just a little inspiration to those of you who have been hesitant to open up with the singing. You've got to sing. It is the key to the everything. It's the keys to the queendom. You got to open up, push through the fear. And like the thing is, if you're playing with people that are like good people, and you'd be like, hey, I'm just starting to sing. I know it's not that great, but I really want to try. Then if they're good people, they're going to be like, yeah, go ahead and sing your song. And maybe it's not that good at first, but if they're good people, there's your friends, they could be like, keep going. That was a good effort. They might not be like, oh, that was amazing. Your pitch and your vibrato is just so exquisite. It reminds me of Pavarotti or, Barbra Streisand. They might not, blow smoke like that. But if there's good people, they can be like, hey, good effort, and you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Even Jesus wasn't everybody's cup of tea. You remember what happened to him? Some people didn't like Jesus. Some people don't like ice cream. Some people's not going to like your singing. Some people don't like my singing. I don't like my singing all the time. It's okay, because I do like it a lot of times, and sometimes it's my favorite thing in the world. That is available to all of us. We just have to believe it. All right, and if you're a prayerful person, say a prayer, however you get there. Holy Spirit, like I really want to sing. Please guide me. Please help me, push through my fear so I can get to this. And what the Holy Spirit might say? Might say a lot of different things. But what I'm saying is that you can join this workshop if you want some help opening up, do a private one-on-one. We can get you going, or you can just try it on your own. All you need is a couple good notes, because ultimately you want to be able to freestyle with the melodies that you hear on the inside of your head when you're washing your dishes. Really fun to do that, and you got to start somewhere, so you start like here. Mary had a little lamb, playing and singing at the same time. Little lamb, little lamb. And if you're working on it a little bit every day, it's gonna get better, neighbors. You just got to kind of trust the process. All right, so this is a little inspirational video, just saying that if you're not singing, you got to start singing, because it's going to help you with your picking. Maybe like, I don't really care about singing, but really, you probably do. You probably want to sing, because singing is like the best thing, and singing with people in harmony is even the betterest thing, So, I hope this is a little bit encouraging in a good way. And if you like the video, please like it. And I always want to know, most of the time anyway, what you like and what you don't like, and what you want to hear more of. There's like an idea for a video on this channel that you want me to kind of go in depth with something. Been enjoying doing the Monrochroscope, and I plan on continuing that. But just kind of oscillating on the this and that and the other. So let me know what you like, and if you'd like to support this work, the Patreon is the way to do it. You can go to patreon.com/NoHeyMountainMusic, find yourself a good tier there that's good for your budget. And we got licks of the month. They've got different videos we send out. We got a couple different workshops you can get for free if you're in like the family tree tier. And we really appreciate all the patrons on there so much who are making this work possible. And this is really like good community building. So it's important for all of us to do our part Like, you know, years ago the motto was like you make your video and you sell your video, and now the motto is more like you make your videos, you give your videos out, and then you open the door for folks to come support you through the Patreon. So if we want more like cool content out in the world, we got to support the stuff that we like. So, and that's good for you, that's good for me, that's good for everybody else. We're in it together. And so if you've been kind of on the fence about like, oh, I don't know, I would encourage you to, you know, that's a good gift you can give yourself. It's good merit, supporting the community, supporting people creating the content that you like, et cetera, et cetera. You get it. Thank you kindly. And we'll see you on the next one, neighbors. And yeah, check out the workshop if you want to. You can get there, millionmountainmusic.com/scoop. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.